Deftones, board, POV, first person view, guitar tabs, guitar lesson. Alright, so this is Adrenaline album and standard tuning here, E, A, D, G, B, E. A little tricky because you could be very well tricked into thinking it's a drop D just because we're going from this, D sharp to D, and it's really low sounding. But the trick I found that why it sounds so low is because we're using a compounded power chord here. And basically that means, we're doing our D sharp or, E flat to D, like a regular power chord where we have the 6 on the A and the 8 on the D and G. But the way it sounds so like big, as if, we were doing a drop D or something like that, is because we're doing a compounded power chord, which means we're adding an extra low octave on top. So, how we would have, we have that. Okay, those are the two D sharp octaves. But then we also take an extra low octave of the 5th here, which is this, extra A sharp B flat here. All right, so instead of just doing like the D sharp to D power chord, like a normal power chord, we add that extra low 5th octave here, and it makes it sound even bigger. Okay, and on top of that, we're gonna palm mute it too. So we're just basically going from the 6 on the E and A with the 8 on the D and G. All right, and it's just this really quick alternate strum here, palm muted. So we just lightly have our palm touching past the bridge here. So it just kind of deadens it just enough to get the tone out still. Alright, and it's this real quick back and forth alternate pick strumming here where we want 4 strums. Bop, 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 bop. Right. And we drop down to 1 fret here. So the 5s and 7s. So take a little bit of get used to that technique, but pretty cool once you get it. And then basically after that, we just kind of let that muted tone ring for a moment, and then we just do one more slide from the 6s and 8s down to the 5s and 7s, and just let it ring. For the chorus, we have a little more fun with some compounded power chord action. Here we take it higher a set. Alright, so we're going to be at the 5 on the D with the 7G and that extra octave on the 5 of the A. Alright, so this is just kind of like a high G power chord with the extra 5th octave here at, coincidentally the 5th fret here. So we get the 5A, 5D, 7G. And with this, the initial choruses, we're just doing real deliberate strums. Okay, 2 there. Then we shift over to the B flat bass note with the E flat power chord under it. So that same 6s on the E and A with the 8s on the D, G for a couple strums. And then drop it down that 1 fret to our D power chord with the A on top. And with this one, we strum it out 4 times at the 5s and 7s. Bridge section here, just 1 chord. It's just a straight up G power chord here at the 3E, 5 on the A and D, but kind of a real specific strumming on this. Basically we do 1, 2, 3, 4, little hesitation, 1, 2, 3, 4, hesitate, 1, 2. Alright, and we just repeat that a handful of times. And then the final time through, we start at the same with the 1, 2, 3, 4. Wait a moment, and then we do 3 strums. And then we slide up to 8 on the middle D here, and we're going to want to strum that with an open G under it 4 times. All right, we do a 7 on the G and keep that 8 on the D just for 1. And then lift right back off and hit the open G with that 8 on the D. For the outro chorus, it's the same chords, but just a different strumming on it. We basically just double the strums here. So we're just doing 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Just down strum it, it's fine. And once again, we're at the 5A, 5D, 7G. Okay, that's the type of strum we're looking for. Then we move to our 6s and 8s on the upper set here. Same deal with that, strum it out. And then to our 5s and 7s and just finish that out strumming. And for the very end here, it's basically just the main riff, but maybe like a little less palm muting. And we have this very like abrupt end to it. We don't really like just let it ring. All right, so we're doing, and we just cut it. All right, we're not letting it ring. The very last one you can let ring.